the histology of the cerebral cortex. Now the cerebrum, it has the gray matter and white matter. The gray matter that is present at the periphery called the cortex, and while the white matter that is in the center. So the gray matter of the cerebral cortex, it has 6 layers. It has 6 layers from outer to inner portion. The first layer, that is called the molecular layer. First layer is called the molecular layer. Now this layer, now here the axons and the dendrites, they reach here, the synaptic zone. And now when in cut section, these axons and dendrites give the appearance of molecules. So therefore this layer is called the molecular layer. In molecular layer there are cells present. These are called the horizontal cells. The horizontal cells, they are present in the molecular layer, having a flattened horizontal body, and it has an axon and dendrite. So it is present horizontally. It is present horizontally, the axon and the dendrites. So this layer, it contains the branches of the axons and dendrites, and in transverse section they give the molecular appearance. Therefore it is called the molecular layer. In this molecular layer, the cells which are present, they are the horizontal cells. They are the horizontal cells. Then the second layer, that is called the outer granular layer. Second layer, that is called the outer granular layer. Now this layer, it contains small star-shaped cells, small body, and it has dendrites, the axon that move upwards, while the dendrites, they are present laterally, and also the dendrites present in the lower portion moving toward the lower part. These are called the granular cells, and this granular layer, it contains the granular cells, but there are some pyramidal shaped, small pyramidal shaped cells are also present in this granular layer. The third layer, that is the outer pyramidal layer. The outer pyramidal layer, now this layer, it contains the medium size pyramidal cells. It contains the medium sized pyramidal cells, and from the apex of these pyramidal cells, these are the pyramidal cells having a nucleus in the center. From their apex arises the dendrite, move upwards, and axon that move downwards. The dendrite that move upwards towards the surface of the brain, while the axon that move downwards. This layer, the outer pyramidal layer, it also contains the Martinotti cells. It also contains the Martinotti cells. These are the cells, they have elongated dendrite, and in lower portion are the axons, and also from its lateral portion the dendrites they arise. This one is the Martinotti cell. Martinotti cells. Then the third part, fourth layer, that is again formed by the granular cells called the inner granular layer. It is called the inner granular layer. It also contains the small star-shaped cells, but in between these star-shaped cells, there is an area in the center, and this area in the center of these granular cells, that is called the granular island or glomerulus. This one. Now here in this region, the dendrites of these small cells or granule cells, they synapse with the axon coming from the lower portion. So that is the synaptic region here. Then the inner pyramidal layer. Now this inner pyramidal layer, it contains the pyramidal cell, large pyramidal cells, and they have these dendrites moving upwards and axon running downwards toward the white matter, and these are the dendrites running laterally from the pyramidal cells. Now this region, the outer pyramidal region, it contains the glial cells, especially the protoplasmic astrocytes, microglia, and oligodendrocytes. Now these oligodendrocytes, we studied about this, that it forms myelin sheath around the axons in the brain and spinal cord. This was the inner pyramidal layer. Now these larger pyramidal cells, they are also called the Betz cells. They are called the Betz cells. Then the sixth layer, called the multiform layer. Now it is called a multiform because different type of cells are present in this layer. Fusiform cells are present, the granule cells are present, pyramidal cells are present, horizontal cells are present. All these cells, they are present here in this region. Now the fusiform cells, these cells, they have body at right angle to the surface, and it gives dendrite at the apical region, and the axon that arises from the lateral part of the body. From the lateral part of the body, the axon that arises, these are the dendrites. These are the dendrites from the both apical portion. Now this was about the grey matter of the cerebrum. Grey matter of the cerebrum. Now the nuclei present in the white matter of the cerebrum. Now in our last lectures I told you there are nuclei in the white matter. These nuclei, they are the collection of the neurons. They are the collection of the neurons called nuclei, and these nuclei present in the white matter of the brain. They are the thalamus, caudate nucleus and lentiform nucleus. Nuclei in the white matter of the cerebral hemisphere, the thalamus, the caudate nucleus and lentiform nucleus. Lentiform nucleus, caudate nucleus and thalamus. These are the three nuclei present in the white matter of the cerebrum. Now the fibers are of three types arising in the white matter. These fibers, first type of fiber, they are the association fibers or arcuate fibers. Association or arcuate fibers. Now these type of fibers the cerebral hemispheres, you know, the cerebrum, it has two hemispheres, the right cerebral hemisphere and the left cerebral hemisphere. Now these association fibers are arcuate fibers. They move from one side of the same cerebral hemisphere to other side of the same cerebral hemispheres. These type of fibers, they are called association fibers or arcuate fibers. Second type of fibers, they are called commissural fibers. Commissural fibers, all these are, they are present in the white matter, the commissural fibers. Now these type of fibers, now here is the grey matter, anterior commissure and posterior median sulcus. We studied in spinal cord that the anterior median fissure that ends before reaching the grey matter in the center. So in it, these fibers, they cross from one cerebral hemisphere to other cerebral hemispheres, from right hemisphere to left hemisphere, from one side of the right hemisphere to the same side of the left cerebral hemispheres. These type of crossing fibers, they are called commissural fibers. They are called commissural fibers. Third type of fibers, they are called projecting fibers. Now these type of fibers from one side of the cerebral hemisphere, they move outside the cerebral hemispheres, and then its fiber reaches to the brain stem in spinal cord and midbrain and spinal cord. So the fibers from here, they arise and they reach to a site in the cerebral hemispheres. These fibers, they come from outer side. These type of fibers, they are called projecting fibers. They are called the projecting fibers. Now this was about the cerebral cortex. Now the identification points, these are, you just write these layers of the cerebrum or cerebral cortex. Write these layers: molecular layer, outer granular, outer pyramidal, inner granular, inner pyramidal, and molecular layer. These are the identification points of the cerebral cortex. The next one, that is the cerebellar cortex. The cortex of the cerebellum. We studied now, up till now, about the cerebral cortex. Now about the cerebellar cortex. Now the cerebellar cortex, its grey matter, it contains 3 layers. It contains 3 layers. The outermost layer, this one, is called the molecular layer. The same where the axons and the dendrites, they synapse, and if we take the cut section, they look like molecules. Therefore it is called the molecular layer. Then inner to the molecular layer, there are cells. They are present in rows. These flask-shaped cells, they are called Purkinje cells. These are the Purkinje cells called Purkinje neurons. Purkinje neurons. Now their dendrites, they move upwards. Their dendrites, they move upwards, and these cells, they have a rounded nucleus in the center, larger rounded nucleus in the center, and they are in rows due to these Purkinje cells. This layer is called the Purkinje layer. This layer is called the Purkinje layer. Third layer is called the granular layer. Now this layer, it contains small star-shaped cells. Star-shaped cells called granule cells. So there are 3 layers: the molecular layer, the Purkinje layer, and the granular layer. Now this layer, it also contains cells called the basket cells. They have the basket cells. Now these basket cells, they have dendrites moving upwards, and they have axons. Now from these axons, the branches, they move downwards, and they form here basket-shaped areas. In these basket-shaped areas, these areas they cover the lower part of the Purkinje cell, or you can say these Purkinje cells, they remain in these basket-shaped areas. Then from the Purkinje cell, these are the dendrites, and these dendrites, they divide into primary branches, and these primary branches, they further divide into more branches. Moving upward toward the molecular layer. So these are the dendrites of the Purkinje cell, like a Chinese fan. And these dendrites here, they synapse with the axon. So the dendrites and the axon, they are present in this molecular layer, which is also called the synaptic layer. So these were the three layers of the cerebellar cortex. Next one, this was about the grey matter of the cerebellum. Like the white matter of the cerebrum, the grey matter of the cerebellum, it also has nuclei. These nuclei are nucleus dentatus, nucleus emboliformis, nucleus fastigius, and nucleus globosus. So these are the nuclei present in the white matter of the cerebellum. The nucleus dentatus, nucleus emboliformis, nucleus fastigius, and nucleus globosus. That's all.